Hello everybody and welcome to episode 3 of my plan and prep series for the Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge for The Sims 4. So in today's video we are creating our founder sim, who I have named Luna Grace. I have had a do-over, so I had a little bit of a fail situation a couple of videos ago where I tried to do this and realized I really needed to get some extra packs and kind of start it over because it was not going to plan. So here I am, hopefully planning for this to go to plan, and we are recreating Luna Grace. I've sort of expanded her backstory a little bit, so it may be familiar to things I've already said in potentially the first episode 0 of the plan and prep, but let's just rehash and hopefully I can, remember to include some of the new information as well. So as my founder sim, she is generation 1 and the theme is without a home but not without love, which I'll go into a little bit more depth in episode 0. But just to rehash some of the traits and aspirations, she loves outdoors, she's a freegan, which comes with the eco lifestyle pack, and for the third trait it could be any, so I just went for what best fit the feel of the challenge and the personality that I wanted Luna to have. For aspirations, it's maker and master maker, which again came with the eco lifestyle pack. See why I needed to kind of remake her once I bought the pack. And then of course for the goals for the Gen 1, the main ones that I'm going to be focusing on is to be self-employed with a freelance simply crafted career and to find love while homeless. I think those are going to be the main ones that kind of come to mind more organically throughout the Let's Play videos to come. So let's get into Luna's backstory. So she lived in a rather toxic household with parents who were very much workaholics and kind of tried to climb that corporate ladder. They often stepped out of the marriage, cheating and having one-off night stands with other people, almost kind of to sort of buy their way into better positions within companies. But they just kept that mask on to look like the perfect family. They moved around a lot, often moving into fancy model homes that were above the means for the parents, just to kind of show off and to kind of almost fake it till you make it and bring that abundance lifestyle into their home, even if they couldn't afford it at that particular time. Luna was often left alone or with friends and family, just so her parents could go out to parties like cocktail parties and schmooze with the wealthy, or of course go off and have their flings with other people in their company, which was of course very messy, but keeping it very private so that they didn't kind of get public with the shenanigans of what was going on in the family. This of course built resentment and distrust in Luna. She vowed never to let the pressures of a high stakes job drive a wedge between her and her loved ones. So she decided to find comfort in making things and being in nature, and through that, with her relationship with her childhood best friend, they kind of began to find an interest in eco living and green spaces and kind of bettering the planet and making it more friendly and hospitable to live on, and make it a better place for future generations. So she pushed through school whilst doing various odd jobs to save enough, with the ultimate goal of just moving out in young adulthood, or as soon as she had at least a couple of grand in her pocket, just to kind of make ends meet for like a couple of months or however long. But she decided to just immerse herself in nature with just a tent while she settles and explores her new home of Evergreen Harbour that her best friend invited her to stay down so she could be shown the ropes and explore the place together. And of course she's trying to build a small home. She's completely cut off from the family. She has a kind of commune lifestyle where she's very much involved in the community. A lot of the homeless sims that I created in a previous episode will hopefully pop up a bit when it comes to playing through the game. One of the main goals of course was to fall in love with another homeless person, so that's why I kind of was looking into the gallery and trying to find some unique, cool custom characters to add, as well as making my own. and she has her best friend to fall back on, who, from my past video where I was making the BFF, they have got a very different lifestyle to Luna. I won't go too much in depth because I did do more of a character study for the character then, but basically they've got kind of like a wealthy sponsor, so to speak, within like the eco business, and they're living in a nice bougie house. Whereas Luna is really deciding, no, I want to make it on my own. I want to build something with my own hands, and even if that means I have to live in a tent whilst I get there, I'm going to do that. But her friend's very supportive of her, and when she needs it, she will go and have some hot showers and a hot meal, and just, you know, learn a little bit about the company that her friend is sort of apprenticed with. So for everything that I wanted to do kind of like pre-gameplay, I would say I've pretty much got through it. I cleaned up my mods, getting rid of anything that was broken or just things that I didn't really want anymore. So I tidied my folders too, which was such a delight. It took a while, but it was definitely worth it. I created my BFFs lot, but really I just moved into an existing lot with the Tinkers. I created the BFF. I purchased the Eco Lifestyle. I was going to wait until the summer sale, and I definitely know I'm going to be kicking myself when everything is so much cheaper than what I paid, but I didn't want to delay anymore, and I've been itching to play. So I thought, whilst I've got that excitement in my head and I've got the means to, let me just go and purchase it now. And so I did that. I also downloaded as well as created a variety of townies, so I'm probably going to make some more either on screen or off screen, just to kind of populate the world a little bit more and add a little bit more variety into the world. I also remade Luna, of course, which is what this video is all about. I downloaded some new CC and CAS. Like, the background is really gorgeous. It's saved as Rosemary CAS. I think that maybe if you type that into like backgrounds, you'll find that. But I basically was looking for things under the theme of like eco, botanical gardens, that sort of thing, and this came up and it was really beautiful. And I also got some really beautiful hairstyles as well, as you can see in the custom content, that I am absolutely loving, just to add a little bit more flavor and excitement, because that's definitely why I'm doing a legacy challenge, because I lost a little bit of love for playing, and it kind of got a bit stagnant and boring. So anything to make it a bit more exciting is a winner. I only created one outfit in the end for Luna, so I'll have to go back and make some more. But she definitely is kind of living with the basic like vibe, basic clothing vibe, and very minimal makeup, which was one of the goals for generation 1, is, you know, very minimal makeup and loves to dress casual. So I definitely have to remember that, keep that in mind when I go back and add some more clothing options to the other occasions. And so here we have Luna Grace in all her glory. As I say, I've only got the one outfit for her at the minute. I think this came with the Eco Lifestyle pack and it was super cute. I fell in love immediately, especially with the different colour options. And some shoes that will go quite nicely with the outfit. They're casual, quite chill, versatile. You know, she's going to be running around on her feet quite a lot, so she wants them to be somewhat comfy. And yeah, let's wrap this video up. I just want to say thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and let's look forward to some Let's Plays in this new world with this Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge. Thank you again for watching, and I shall catch you in another video soon. Bye!